It's the Sagittarius New Moon, and I'm Jennifer Lakshmi Dove of Dove Light Astrology. We're going to talk about the new moon, and I'm going to share some horoscopes for you for all 12 zodiac signs. And then I'm going to give a little bit about the flavor of the coming week, which starts on December the 2nd, and what you might expect. So one thing that's overarching right now is the fact that Pluto just moved into Aquarius. This transit is happening from November 2024 all the way into 2044. So we will have this flavor of Pluto in Aquarius for 20 years. Whew. And if you remember, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. It is the sign of the humanitarian, the one who's looking at the collective good, sign of friendship. It's also the mystical arts. Aquarians bring that energy in. It's very innovative sign. So there's a lot happening around Pluto moving into that sign for the next 20 years. That's one of the overarching themes. The other one is that we are in the middle of Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is happening in Sagittarius. So that means that this new moon is conjunct Mercury retrograde and opposite Jupiter retrograde. So let's talk about that a little bit. New moon in Sagittarius, it brings the spark to us, like we're ready to go. We're ready to do something different. We're ready to explore something new. And it's a theme that you might be feeling, that I'm hearing from my clients. I'm feeling it myself, like I'm ready to go, like I'm ready to do the next thing. And I'm making a plan for that, so you might look at like what are the things you want to do in this coming year, or between now and the end of this year, actually, to help set you up for 2025. The new moon in Sagittarius really brings fresh perspectives. It's also putting us in alignment with the truth. Sagittarians are truth tellers. Sometimes they tell the truth when nobody wants to hear it, right? But with this kind of new moon energy, we see the truth of things, even if we're not ready to, even if we don't want to. It is an absolutely perfect time to create some intentions to get on track with where you want to go. And Pluto in Aquarius is calling us to a new level of life for yourself, a new role in the world. And I'm sure you're having some inklings of what that could be. So tune into that, meditate on that. But with this new moon cycle, we're really called inward in preparation to go outward with our energy. Sagittarius is very forward focused. It sees the big picture of things. If you ever get mired down by the minutia of life, call your Sagittarius friend and they'll help you see the bigger picture. They'll help you see where you're headed. And so there's a lot of opportunity here to rise up from negative thinking. It's a theme that I've been talking about in the classes that I teach, like disengaging from negative thinking and training our minds to envision what we want and to head for what we want. So let's look at the horoscopes for this new moon. So for Aries, this new moon is lighting up your house of exploration, and it's calling you forward to expand your horizons, Aries, either literally or metaphorically. So I'm going to encourage you to plan a trip. You might be thinking about moving. You want to do something that stretches you outside of your comfort zone. Taurus, it's about transformation for you and also shared resources. You're looking at this new moon, how you collaborate with people and your partnerships. Are they working? Are they not working? Do you need to change things up? Do you need to work with different people? And so it's an opportunity to look at what you bring to the collaboration too. And are you a good match? And it's time for Taurus to really let go of some fears about being vulnerable, about being seen as being vulnerable. Something for you to explore, Taurus. Gemini, this particular new moon is emphasizing your relationships, and you're seeing things very, very clearly. It's a beautiful time to focus on how, what are the relationships or the people you have in your life that really drain your energy, that make you upset, that upset your nervous system, because we're not meant to be in partnerships with people that take us way out of ourselves, who frighten us or activate our nervous system so that we get scared or nervous. So Gemini, you really want to look at that and see who are the people that you need to let go of, or that you need to have some distance from, and to instead open yourself up, put yourself out in the world a little bit more, Gemini, opening up to some new creative relationships, meaningful connections that are people around whom you feel calm and centered. Cancer. Okay, for Cancer, you're going to be flipping up some of your routine. Flipping your routines can help bring you fresh perspectives about your own energy throughout the day, and also fresh perspectives on your creative endeavors, what you're making right now, Cancer, and looking at the way you manage your time too. This is a big one for all of us right now with this new moon. And to put in place some self-care practices, like unplugging from your phone for an hour or two before you go to bed at night, something like that. Those kind of self-care things that take you out of technology could be really supportive and nurturing for you. Leo, your house of passion is all lit up right now, Leo. You want to dive into your creative expression. You want to be around people who light you up, who give you new ideas, who encourage you to try new things. And either being with your partner or distance from your partner is just going to ignite that desire to keep creating together. So beautiful. And you want to embrace the part of you that is ready to be more bold in the world. And fearless, Leo, because I know sometimes you don't always feel fearless, right? But you want to call forward that courageous part of you to try new things, to keep heading toward the things in your life you want to experience and create. Virgo, for you, it's all about home and family right now. You're really turning your attention toward your actual home, creating an environment that feels cozy and inviting, and you're feeling super nurturing. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're connecting with family members that you haven't in a while, and really sharing how much you care and love them in ways maybe you haven't in a while. And when your environment, this is important for Virgo in general, because when your environment feels calm and relaxed, everything has a place, and you can take care of the routines of your day very easily, Virgo, that's when your creative energy comes back online, and you're going to feel way more creative as we move into further into the month of December and beyond. Libra, it's time for you to start speaking your truth. It's time for you to start saying what you've decided, and to actually make a decision and head for it, and not worry about, is it right or is it wrong? Will I change my mind later? It doesn't matter. You can always change your mind later. But you want to start that project you've been thinking about. A lot of you have, I'm seeing an image of, like, you take the record needle off the record. Like you were playing this beautiful song for a while, and then you picked up the needle and you stopped it all. It's time to get that music going again. It's time to start moving again, Libra, and to speak out loud how you really feel, and to make decisive movement, to action toward what you want. Scorpio, You're looking at your finances, Scorpio. You're kind of getting those things in order right now. This new moon is a really good time to, I'm seeing like you planting seeds of abundance, almost like you're, I think it feels like investing to me, like putting a little money over here, a little money over there, Scorpio, to create more stability for your life, because you've been feeling sort of drained in huge ways. And so do the things that light you up. Do the work that brings energy back to you, Scorpio, and make a plan for your finances so that your money can grow and support you over time. Sagittarius, this is your incredible new moon. And whenever a new moon is happening in a particular sign, that sign gets this cosmic reset. So Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising, what are you resetting in your life? What button are you resetting in your life? And I really have a feeling it has to do with your finances, with your belief system about what you're capable of, about what you're allowed to do in the world. You know, giving yourself permission to do whatever it is, to be the kind of person you want to be. And as you do that more and more and practice that, you're going to feel yourself having way more creative ideas, coming into contact with people that lift you up. And this sense of new beginning is here for you, Sag, and I really want to invite you just to embrace that. Capricorn, with this new moon, you are really letting go of a lot of things. You are going inward, Capricorn, in ways that you haven't in a long time. And my sense for you is that that is going to be the theme for the whole of 2025. You're going to be making amends to a lot of people, to a lot of situations, and to yourself on many, many levels. And either you're doing that in person with people, or you're doing that on your own, making amends to a certain person or certain people. And you're doing this in quiet times, in quiet moments, Capricorn. So just think about that, meditate on that. In fact, that might be something that could really help you during this time, Capricorn, meditation. Aquarius, you're getting your vision in order. It's not quite time to act yet, but you can feel that energy building. You can feel that desire building to be in community, to be supported by others, to have the energy that you give come back to you and have it be this beautiful reciprocal experience, whether it's a new group or a network of people, people who support you to do what you believe in, and taking a bit of a risk around the things that you've been thinking about for a long time. The energy is coming in now for you to actually take some action. I'm not just yet, but I'm seeing in 2025 really coming to life with the actual purpose and goals and dreams that you've had for a long time. And remember that doing these things in collaboration is what keeps your internal fire lit up. And Pisces, career dreams with this new moon, setting the intention for your creative goals, your professional goals. And this is happening on the inside, but I'm seeing you talking about it more. I'm seeing you making a move, actually, a physical move somewhere. Maybe not everybody, but you're thinking about that. Maybe you're ready to sell the house you're in. You're ready to move home. You're ready to move to a brand new country. And trust your intuition, Pisces. It is one of your strongest traits. Trust that part of you as you are dreaming up these new visions for your career. Okay, so everybody set your intentions with this new moon and let your passion, reconnect with the part of you that's passionate about whatever it is. You want to give yourself something to be passionate about right now. It's so healing and so nurturing. So that is our container for the Sagittarius new moon. let's take a look at this coming week. So we're moving into the last week of Mercury retrograde. This has been an interesting one, and part of it is because it's opposite Jupiter. It will be exactly opposite Jupiter coming up this week, actually on December the 4th, exactly opposite Jupiter. And it's interesting to me because Mercury is in the sign of Jupiter, Sagittarius. Jupiter is in the sign of Mercury, Gemini. And the energy, it's like a push-pull energy. Mercury is moving backwards. So it's wanting us to slow down right now. Usually Mercury is a very forward-moving energy. Right now it's saying slow down, quiet, take some walks without music, listen to the birds. And with Jupiter, the planet of expansion and dreams and passion and fire, opposite this Mercury retrograde, it is a real push-pull between, I want to get going, I want to get out there, but I'm so tired. I really need to slow down. I really need to stop. So just be with that energy. It is going to shift. It's going to shift once Mercury moves into Capricorn. But for right now, it's notice what you want to be doing. Notice what is getting you all excited or angry. Notice. And remind yourself you don't have to take any action at all right now. You have another week where you don't have to do that, okay? But it's important to notice what's going on. Notice what is being ignited inside of you. The other thing happening this week is we have Mercury retrograde Cazimi. So that is when, a Cazimi is when the sun and a planet are conjunct. So this is the sun conjunct Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, both in Sagittarius. And it is another, keep talking about slowing down. It is another internal sense of who you are and where you're going, and seeing things so freaking clearly that it can be exciting, it can be upsetting, it can be really, really sad at the same time. So what you want to do is create space to meditate, to reach out to friends for support when you need it. And this isn't an all negative thing at all. It helps us, seeing things clearly is, awareness is the first part of changing something. You have to be aware of it before you can shift it. And so we're becoming aware of beliefs and patterns, especially the ones that you were conditioned into as a child. And as we move through this week with the sun conjunct Mercury retrograde, we're getting a sense of what needs to change, what needs to be let go of. We're having awareness about those things in all its stark reality, right? And to slow down with it, to give yourself permission to go quiet when you need to. And let's see, I just want to remind you all with this new moon and beyond that your light is absolutely needed here on planet Earth. And I want to thank you for listening today and for being here and for subscribing to my channel. If you're listening to this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me reach more people. And just consider commenting. I'd love to hear if your horoscope resonated with you, or if anything else in this video, if it resonated with you, or if you have a question, leave it for me in the comments. And thank you so much for being here. I'm Jennifer Lakshmi Dove, and I will see you again soon.